Welcome to this week's episode of In-Depth Outdoors.
Fish! That's a giant!
With James Holst and the rest of the IDO fishing team. On the water in search of the hottest bites.
Got him! Yeah! This is so much fun.
This is In-Depth Outdoors.
There's an added layer of excitement in today's show, for me anyway, that really centers around the boat that we're fishing out of. In the months leading up to today's shoot, there was rumors flying around about a brand new boat from Skeeter. It was a multi-species boat, the 1825 MX. And what's so unique about this boat is it's a multi-species platform built on a walleye hull with some very unique features that you just don't find in other boats, like a rod locker that will accommodate one-piece 12-foot rods in an 18-foot boat. Casting platforms front and back, so each angler has a casting platform to work from. This boat, powered by a 150 Yamaha, available in that $32,000, $33,000 price range, makes for an incredible package. And once these boats were available, I wanted to get one on the water, and I wanted to do it on a bite where we could really put this boat to a test. So what I decided was Bay de Noc, Lake Michigan. That's big water. That's going to test the hull. And I wanted to target a species that was going to allow us to make use of those casting platforms. So smallmouth was the choice. And I got to fish with a great guy. Paul Delaney knows the area well. His family's from the area. He's been guiding and fishing there for decades. So that's where we start the show. First time on the water with Skeeter's brand new 1825, putting it through the paces, catching giant smallmouth with Paul Delaney.
There you go, good fish.
Fishing off the deep edge.
Yep, yep.
Oh yeah.
Nice fish, nice fish there, James. Woo! Put the net underneath that one.
There we go. One more time. Man, they are thick. It just wants to stay under the boat.
Yeah,
I'm going to stay in the shade. This is my favorite part. You got to get that thumb roughed up to know you're out
That's right.
fishing some
that's
bass,
how I judge a good, successful day by show me your thumbs.
Exactly. Paul, I don't know you well. We haven't been talking long, but you and I see life through some pretty similar glasses.
And they're good glasses.
This fish just will not quit.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
sweetheart. Fun. There we go. Oh, that's a lot of smallmouth there. That's my first smallmouth in the boat. I hooked one up about 2 minutes before this one. That's #1 Door County smallmouth for this guy. What a beautiful fish. Paul, thank you.
Very good. Absolutely, no, my pleasure. Yeah.
Where's that hook? Oh, right where you'd want to see it, just right in the corner of the mouth there. That bass is going to release in great shape. Basically, I learned something from that smallmouth I missed. I felt the hit, set the hook right away. I must have got her right on the outside lip. She got off. This fish, I felt that thunk, just dropped the rod tip just a little bit, gave it about a count of 2, and then set the hook. Got that hook just inside the lip. Perfect hook set. Gonna let that fish go. That's a lot of smallmouth.
Yeah, nice fish. Yeah.
All right, mama. Oh, I love that. Door County smallmouth, you know, this area is one that's caught my attention for smallmouth fishing. We've done it before in the fall, fishing live bait. I've never come here in the summer, and as you travel around the Midwest, you pay attention to really good bites. You know, in Minnesota it would be Mille Lacs, Wisconsin, Chequamegon Bay, good locations for great big smallmouth. But when you start thinking or looking further to the east, it's Door County, Door County, Door County. Everybody I talk to, the articles you read, the shows you watch, this is one of those areas that's really pretty magical in that it'll produce large numbers of smallmouth, but true trophies as well. 6 and even some 7-pound fish on occasion. I mean, that fish there was probably in that 4-pound class. And any place you go where a 4-pound fish is really kind of right in that middle wheelhouse for size, you're on some pretty special water.
There he is. Really nice fish.
Nice.
Yep, look at him go, huh? See those
Did you get that one by that big rock?
Right on this patch of sand right here,
Oh,
I believe it was. Mine likes underneath the boat too, James. something under there, right? Protection.
Hang out in the shade.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, nice fish.
You want the net, or?
I think we'll probably be able to grab them here.
We're an hour in and we've done everything but double.
We've done everything to double, but plenty of time yet to do that.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, nice fish. Kind of bookends to what you just caught there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to sound greedy, but I'm looking forward to that 5-pounder.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. And if we put the time in here, we'll see some fish. But nonetheless, if you got to wrestle and play with these guys, we'll take it.
I will suffer through, Paul.
You betcha. Yeah. Yeah. Just a really nice, pretty fish. Yeah. Not too long into this. I mean, you know, I guess we're into about an hour or so. Yeah. Okay. There she goes. Wonderful. Same thing. Green wacky worm. Kind of doing nothing. Just kind of letting them sit down there and just pump them a little bit, and bang, there they are.
You never snag.
No.
You don't hook the fish deep. You just pretty much can't do it wrong. Just don't fish it fast.
That's what's awesome about it. The thing is just keeping your line tight, just so you can feel that bite. If you get too much slack in there, then you won't feel that initial bite. Then you can run the risk of sometimes them taking it deep, but just kind of keep up with the line there, and yeah, boom, they're there. Yep.
Hello, I'm Dave Markworth. I'd like to introduce you to the Skeeter Boat Center in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. At the Skeeter Boat Center, we carry the Midwest's largest selection of Skeeter fishing boats, all at prices you can afford. And we offer test drives on most models in stock. Our highly trained staff will provide you the personalized service that you deserve. So check us out at SkeeterBoatCenter.com, where our goal is to help you have fun fishing.
Paul called it. There's a little underwater point here in about 5 feet of water that we can see that, you know, these fish definitely relate to structure differently than a walleye will, but, you know, still you're going to have prime areas, inside turns, points that lead out to deeper water. And it seems like every time we put one of these baits on one of those prime areas, we're running into fish. So Paul definitely doesn't have us just drifting blindly across this flat. He's picking his inside turns, points, just like any good fisherman would. Ooh, looks a little wider.
Yeah.
Sweetheart. You know, I've only seen that one following fish.
Yeah, I haven't had a follower here, but that's fine.
Yeah,
That can change.
I can only catch the one, so.
Yeah, it's a nice fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just something about smallmouth. I mean, I guess I always call them, they're fisherman friendly, and that's because they're aggressive. It doesn't mean you can fish them sloppy and do everything wrong and still catch them, but
Never
I tell you
give
what,
up.
you get somewhere in the neighborhood of the strike zone regarding presentation, and they just eat.
Yep. Never give up attitude. Never once have I found a smallmouth that did not like to fight.
Oh. Come here, buddy. Woo.
Awesome.
There we go. Right in the snoot.
Right in the horn.
Yeah. What'd you call it? Right in the horn?
Right in the horn, yeah.
Right in the horn. Perfect.
In the beak.
You know, it's great to see a fishery like this with all the trophy potential. You're still seeing so many year classes, so many different sizes of fish available. We've caught everything from 9-inch fish up to probably almost 19-inch fish. That's a great little specimen right there. Heck, I shouldn't say little. I mean, that's a fine bass anywhere. I have not switched since that first little foray this morning with the spinnerbait. I've stuck with the stickworm. You know, some guys will refer to them as Senkos. Just about every company makes one, and there's really nothing more simple. No auger tail, nothing to twist or spin in the water. It's just a straight plastic, real supple body. And what Paul has us doing is just using a hook right in the middle there. Was it like a number 2?
That's a number 1.
Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple presentation, and it is designed to be fished slowly, and it imitates just about anything that you might run into as far as forage for these fish. You can fish it in a way that imitates baitfish, crayfish, the gobies that Paul's referred to. So when a fish sees that, it's just kind of like one of those generic presentations that just about any fish that finds it down there is probably going to eat it.
There we go. Small fish. unless he's running me.
Yeah, that last one kind of got you by surprise.
Yeah,
I mean, that turned into a nice fish.
Yeah, he was just running me. Yeah, not bad.
Now that's that grub you were
This
swimming,
one
huh?
hit the grub. Yeah, this one hit that. Actually, it's an avocado grub there. I've got it on that 1/4 ounce jig. See how we ate that one? Yeah, it's just simple rig, just a 1/4 ounce jig, and that's a 5-inch Kalen grub, this particular one in the avocado color. The greens have been working really well. I think a lot of it has to do with the gobies that they're eating, and you know, but different colors work. The black smoke works good, blue pearl works good. You just want to play around with it. Different weather conditions, sunnier weather. I like to use ones with sparkle in them. More of your solid colors if you're looking at you know, overcast. So you want to play around with it and use different colors. But green this year has worked really well, whether it's using wacky worms or grubs. But pretty fish. Nice fish.
Hello, I'm Dave Markworth. I'd like to introduce you to the Skeeter Boat Center in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. At the Skeeter Boat Center, we carry the Midwest's largest selection of Skeeter fishing boats, all at prices you can afford. And we offer test drives on most models in stock. Our highly trained staff will provide you the personalized service that you deserve. So check us out at SkeeterBoatCenter.com, where our goal is to help you have fun fishing.
Another long, cold winter got you down? Plan your next summer vacation with Rainy Lake Houseboats today and watch those winter blues fade away. Experience beautiful Rainy Lake in Voyageurs National Park in northern Minnesota from the deck of one of our spacious houseboats. Recharge while touring the lake or fishing for trophy walleye and smallmouth bass. You can get away from it all without giving up the comforts of home. Call us today at 1-800-554-9188 or visit us online at RainyLakeHouseboats.com.
Big black beauty. There's one right behind it, Paul. Throw right in there, buddy.
I don't have anything hooked up.
Oh no, God, he's right there.
Grab the net.
There is just 2 giant fish here. Oh, look at him. Here we go. This fish is just awesome. Dark black. Hit that wacky rigged stick worm again. We've got a net in the boat, but I'm just gonna try to hand land this beast. Come here, sweetheart. Look at that. Awesome. What an amazing fish. I just love this place, Paul. I mean, the scenery, the water clarity, the absolute absence of people. We have not seen one other boat, not heard a car, a boat motor, a plane, anything.
Yep, it adds to it.
It is the home of some incredible fish.
That's a very nice fish. Absolute trophy fish.
Lightly hooked, very lightly hooked, just the way we want to see it. Falls right out. I'm gonna put her back, but man, I'm telling you, a couple more of those,
Great catch.
my day's done. That big girl deserves to go back. Come on, sweetheart. I thank you for every little tussle you gave me. I know she's okay. It's like looking in an aquarium, man.
Look at how they just stand out.
That fish was outstanding.
Great catch.
Love it. Well, I want another one. I don't want to sound like a greedy guy, but I'm not stopping at just one or that one.
Back out there, yeah. Yeah. Look at this. Got him. Got him.
That fish actually chased you down.
He did.
That's why we love the smallmouth bass so much.
Yeah. Just look at how clear that is. Look at that. Look at how well you can see that fish.
All the way to the
I
bottom.
mean, 8 feet on the bottom, you can see the bars on him.
That fish actually responded well to the chase when you were reeling that in.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, he didn't spook, he committed. And he was well within sight of us. I mean, he was right there, and that's usually, I mean, either they're gonna commit or they're gonna spook, and usually under these conditions, they spook.
About the only way that gets any better is if he had a buddy with him.
If he had another one with him, right. Right. Now you notice how that one's a lot lighter? You know, doesn't have those dark marks or those dark bars right in the horn. It's a very pretty fish.
He ate that big banana?
He ate the big one, yeah. He ate the 7-inch yum. Yeah, just super fish. Super fish, and he just come right up out of there and just showed himself. Boom. Nice. We'll put him back.
It's like you dropped him into air.
A little bit mad, but he'll be okay.
You hurt his feelings,
Yeah.
his pride probably.
Right.
Here he is. Come on, buddy. Jump for me. He's not the biggest fish we've had today, Paul, but he's awful nice. We're out here in these really bright conditions, and the water clarity is just, it really is the clearest water I've ever fished for smallmouth. I've never really experienced anything like this. Come here, buddy. You know, this is one of the advantages, one of the intended uses of this MX boat. You know, so many of the larger water boats on the market are so deep, and the idea behind the MX was to keep you close to the water so you could get in and after these fish, reach over, comfortably land them, release them like that. Or, you know, musky guys, Paul, where you want to be back here working a figure eight or something like that. You got this big back deck, you've got the room to move, and you can, you know, get at the fish, get one come boat side, work that figure eight. There's just not many boats designed or laid out like this. Perfect design for bass fishing, you know, the figure eight. You just got all the room you'd ever need here if you're a musky angler. You know, that one there was certainly not one of the bigger fish we've had on this trip, but I'm having a blast. Every last minute of this. Sight, sound, scenery, the works.
This just in. Search now over for one suspect found hiding under a brush pile. Suspect was taken into custody and released this afternoon. Officials credit the apprehension to the new Markham underwater camera technology, which found and caught the suspect.
Markham has really taken the lead with their on-screen displays for temperature, depth, and direction, helping you get to the fish quicker.
In other news, a missing walleye was captured today, once again caught red-handed on a Markham camera. Stay tuned for more news from the Markham Underwater Network, where we seek, find, and capture the lake's most wanted.
Here it comes. Got it. Yes!
Good job.
Right to the boat. Whoa, are they fast? Little rock bar tarpon here.
Oh yeah. You hit them hard.
You know, the water's so clear here. You know, very often a guy can get by with some latitude on gear selection. And what we're doing here, we're fishing very sensitive rods. Paul's fishing Shimano rods. I've got a G. Loomis rod. What they have in common is they're medium power. This is actually a medium mag. 6'10" on this rod. Paul's choice is a 7 foot. They need to be very sensitive because you're fishing weightless stick worms. You're making long casts in this clear water. Really, we're struggling to get these as far away from the boat as we can under these conditions where these fish are so spooky. So when you've got that much line out with a weightless bait, all you really feel is this tiny little sensation, just tick. You're just not going to feel that with a second-rate rod. So, you know, in your bass arsenal, when you're picking gear, this might be the presentation where you hunker down and invest in a real good one. And the other thing we want to mention here, we're fishing a monofilament line, clear. You're not going to want to fish a braid in this type of situation because the water clarity is so good. Hey, bugger, how you doing? These fish are going to see that braided line from a mile away. You'll never catch them. So sensitive rod, 6.5, preferably 7 foot long. Very sensitive. It'll get you that. By no means our biggest fish of the day, not even close. We've been just blessed today with so many nice fish. Paul's got a phenomenal pattern here in one of the most beautiful places on earth, really, to fish these smallmouth.
Yeah, and you hit it right on the head. Not the biggest
Nice
fish of the day,
chunk.
but by all means, very respectful.
Absolutely. Off he goes.
Just to cover a little bit of the tackle from hook to reel here, this is a 7-inch yum dinger. This particular color is what they call a bumblebee. It's got a yellow and dark green to it. And I'm putting that 7-inch on a 1/0 owner hook that was specifically made for wacky worming. It's got a unique angle to it. And that's tied directly to an 8-pound line, which is a suffix in this case, which is on a 2500 series Symmetry Shimano reel, which is on a 7-foot medium action Shimano Claris rod. You know, that's basically the setup that you're gonna wanna use. You know, 6.5, 7-foot medium action. Your lines you're gonna wanna use are gonna be a clear line because of the visibility issues out there. You don't wanna use your braids. Your braids are just gonna spook your fish, gonna cost you bites. So stick to your, you know, your light fluorocarbon lines will also work.
Yeah, it works.
We've got another fish on right here.
You better believe it, buddy. In short, his setup works just fine. Whoa, this is a nice fish.
Good.
Come on. Woo! That was awesome. He thinks he's a dolphin. Ah, what a beast.
What a nice fish.
He's got, look, Paul, right underneath him, there is a giant, that's a big fish. Look at this one out here.
Oh, absolutely.
He is an absolute toad. Throw your bait in there. He wants to eat it. I don't see where he went. You still see him?
I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna get this guy in. Yeah, this bass that I'm fighting right here is a big fish. The one that was chasing was a giant. No, I'll lift him. Wow. I don't think there's any better time to hook a fish when Paul's explaining the setup, the getup, you know, what it takes to be successful.
Yeah. But same deal. I mean, same. Obviously, it's very effective. You got the same deal there, same setup. The important thing is the clear line in the clear water.
Yeah, and it actually feels. It reminds me of a perch bite. Just a dink.
Yep.
Oof.
Yep. They're not going to be a slam. It's not going to be like a pike or a muskie hitting you.
Gotcha. Look at that. Paul Delaney. I tell you what, the guy's a master out here. He's got these fish just dialed. Late Eyes Guide Service. You know, you probably heard of Door County up here in northern Wisconsin. People come here for a lot of reasons. You know, there's great scenery. They got a lot of festivals up here through the summer. I'm a fisherman. There's no better reason to be here than these smallmouth bass. So anybody out there that's thinking about coming up to Door County, whether you want to make it the sole reason you come up here or just part of your trip, look up Paul Delaney. Late Eyes is the name of the guide service. LateEyeSportFishing.com is the website. Paul, come on back here. This has got to be the fish that we use to end the day.
Absolutely.
I know you're going to tell me that this is just probably a sub-average fish out here when the things are going good, but you know what? That fish is a trophy in my book.
It's a very nice fish, and by all means, it's a trophy in anybody's book. Yes, there's bigger fish, but by all means, that is an absolute beautiful, beautiful fish.
I'm gonna let this fish go.
That's the most important thing you could do with that fish.
Oh, I really want to thank you, Paul. Phenomenal time. I mean, this is one of those trips that I'm excited about for 2 reasons. I got to experience Door County. I got in a phenomenal smallmouth bite, but I really feel like I've met somebody who's a bit of a kindred spirit. I know my background is as a guide. Certainly yours is too, and it seemed like all day long it felt like we've been fishing together for years. So
I greatly appreciate that, yeah, and it was very, it was just a wonderful time with you, and I think we enjoyed a great day. We had a wide variety of different fish, but they certainly ate our baits for us, and I think that we showed a good number of different size year classes of fish and what this fishery has to offer.
Well, you know, full-time guide for 10 years. I'm telling you, I can pick a guide. Paul Delaney's your guy. If you want to come to Door County, you want to get on smallmouth, wallies, salmon, northern pike, Paul's going to be able to take care of you. So look for that contact information right here at the end of the show. And from Paul and I, thanks for watching. We'll see everybody next week.
If you enjoyed today's show, let our sponsors know.